AM 1260 KLYC, and we are here at McMinnville Hearing Center. Their new location, you know what, it's more than twice as large as their old location, and we're talking to Greg Arnone here. Greg, congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Dave. We're excited and just really glad to have you here this morning, and we want to share the excitement with the community about our new move.
New year, new location. We've got refreshments here. Come on down and get a free hearing screening. And also we're going to talk a little bit about, you call it the Resource Center. I call it your museum corner.
Okay. Well, we do have a vintage hearing aid collection here at the office we're real proud of. Hearing aids from way over 100 years old up to some of our more current technology. But it's worth a look. It's pretty exciting to see how the technologies have changed.
Where is your new location? How do people find us?
Okay. We're at 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road. It's right off Highway 99, behind the Pro Build, across from First Federal. Lots of parking.
And again, free refreshments here. I'm looking over here, and I've developed somewhat of gluten intolerance over the weekend. But it looks really good.
Yeah, we have a nice selection here. Some muffins and scones and so forth. These are all provided by Harvest Fresh.
Looks really good. Smells good as well. Look for the Yam Van parked out front. We're going to be here broadcasting live from now till 10, from noon to 1, and you're actually going to be open a little bit longer today.
Right. We're going to stay open till 6 p.m. tonight for anybody that wants to stop by after work and visit our new office.
So come on down. Again, free hearing screening. So if people have been telling, hey, Joe, I have to repeat myself all the time, and do you think maybe you need to get a hearing check?
Well, that's always a good idea. We advise anybody over the age of 50 to get their hearing checked at least once a year. And if there's any kind of issues going on that they are concerned about, come in, let's talk about it, do a screening, and see how you're doing.
We're going to be talking to Greg again as a customer just came in. Happy New Year from Greg, from myself. 2014, a brand new location, and one of the things that we want to do with the radio station is get it out into the community a lot more than we did in 2013. We're starting that off in the new year, and very honored and privileged and excited to be here with Greg as he opens a new store.
I appreciate you coming down and sharing the excitement.
And we're going to be here until 10 o'clock this morning. Look for the Yam Van and come on down. AM 1260 KLYC, the Yam Van on patrol this morning, noon and 5 to 6 today. We're going to be live at McMinnville Hearing Center, so stop on by and see what's new here. And while you're here, get your hearing checked. AM 1260 KLYC. AM 1260 KLYC on location this morning. We are at the new location of McMinnville Hearing Center. Greg Arnone is here, and I tell you, Greg, this is a beautiful office.
Thank you very much. We're real proud of it. It's been a nice expansion for us.
So this is a brand new year, brand new office, brand new location. Now, it might be confusing to folks because we're right across from First Federal. Your old location was across from the main corporate office, and now we're here across the street from one of the branches.
Exactly. We thought that was karma, so it's a good sign. But again, we're directly across from the First Federal Bank on Baker Creek Road, again, just off Highway 99.
It's good to be near the bank.
Bank's right across the street. There's plenty of parking on site here, which we're real excited about because in our last location it was a little difficult for our patients to get in and park, but lots of parking available now, real convenient.
Also, we have some refreshments this morning. Come by and have a muffin and get your hearing checked. We have free hearing screening today, and there's also, I believe, a sign-up.
Yes, we have a sign-up for some drawings. We're going to be offering some gift certificates from some of our local community here and gift calendars and so forth. So come on in. We're going to have daily drawings and all week.
And we're going to be here today again from noon to 1 and 5 to 6 p.m. Now, they're staying open a little bit earlier today because I understand this is the first day.
Our first day.
First day in the new location. So if you didn't have a chance to come this morning or during the lunch hour, you can come after you get off work tonight from 5 to 6. We'll be there here with the KLYC and the Yam Van. So come on down, talk to Greg, see his Resource Center. I call it the museum corner, but it's extremely interesting. I love to see those antique hearing aids.
Yes, that's our pride and joy. We've been collecting them for several years, and again, all kinds of different hearing aids from the very early non-electric type, Civil War era, all the way to some of our BTEs and eyeglass aids and all kinds of neat things. You'd be surprised what we've done with hearing aids through the years.
And also get modern information, modern equipment, state-of-the-art. If you have a ringing in your ear, if you're just having a hard time, if you find yourself repeating yourself a lot, when people say, or you're saying, what did you say all the time? You might need to get your hearing checked.
That's true. You know, when you find that you're asking people to repeat or maybe misunderstanding the words that they're saying to you, it's good to get a screening to evaluate what your thresholds are. Everybody should know what their hearing is so they can monitor it and be able to make right decisions for themselves now and in the future.
Now, as we get older, is this something we should have checked periodically? You know, there's certain things of our body we just need checked as we get 50, 60, 70 years old.
That's right. Things change as we age, and our hearing kind of takes a toll, too. So, again, it's good to get it monitored, get a threshold done. If you have hearing loss, if you're communicating more difficultly, then it's time to consider getting some help. And hearing aids have come a long way from the early days from our museum, and they're just wonderful little pieces of scientific delight, computers that we can adjust a hearing aid to fit your prescription precisely.
And one of the things that I've noticed about a lot of the modern hearing aids is you can't see them. It's really hard to see. The older hearing aids, it was really easy to see someone had a hearing aid. But now, when I interview people, sometimes I notice they have a hearing aid, and I didn't notice it before. They're well hidden.
Exactly, and that's one of the greatest advances that we've had is miniaturization of the components. You know, every time they send a space shuttle or a spaceship up there, they're trying to make parts small. Well, that carries over into our hearing aids, and we're able to create them now in a real small platform, very, very discreet. Not our grandpa's hearing aids anymore.
We're here at 325 Northeast
Baker Creek Road, across from First Federal.
And it's the branch, not the main corporate office. Come on down, have a muffin, get your hearing checked.
We're here for you. Come on down and say hi.
AM 1260 KLYC, the Am Van will be here till 10, be here today from noon to 1, and also be here today from 5 to 6 p.m. We'll see you here. AM 1260 KLYC, we are here at the brand new locations of McMinnville Hearing Center, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, across from a branch of First Federal. Their old location was across the street from the corporate offices. Come on in. They're doing a free hearing screening today and all this week in honor of their being in this new location, which is more than twice as large as their old location. Sign up for free door prizes. And there's also nice muffins here. So come on in and have something to drink and have a muffin to eat and get your hearing checked. KLYC will be here with the Am Van until 10 o'clock this morning, and then we'll be here also today from noon to 1, 5 to 6 p.m. So stop by and say hi to Greg and the staff and wish them well in their new location. We will. Like to see you here as well. AM 1260, KLYC, on location with the Am Van. Just look for the bright orange Am Van out front. AM 1260 KLYC, hopefully your new year is going well. Ours is going great. We are here in a bright new location for McMinnville Hearing Center, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road. It's more than twice as large as our older location. I'm here with Greg Arnone. Greg, this is a nice place.
Thank you. Appreciate you being here. We're just so excited about our new location.
Phones have been ringing. People have been coming in. We still have pastries left, so come on in. Get a pastry, get something to drink, get your hearing checked.
In your hearing check, we'll even look in your ears for earwax to see if there's any blockage.
They're here all about service.
You bet, and answer any questions you might have about your hearing, because it is important, quality of life.
There's one of the most common questions people ask about hearing.
Do hearing aids work? Well, yes, they do. Naturally, they do. And everybody's hearing is different, so we have to match that hearing aid based on their personal lifestyle and their hearing loss. And with today's technology, we can do a world of good with results that we've never even anticipated we could do for better hearing and understanding.
And one of the things that we did a campaign for another hearing aid company in another market that I was in, and older folks hearing their grandkids talk to them just means the world to them.
You bet. You know, your hearing keeps you connected. It's your gateway to communication. When you can't hear and understand well, it really affects quality of life. And for those that have untreated hearing loss, they have a tendency to have more issues with quality of life, health concerns, depression, anxiety, and withdrawal. So there's a lot of negative effects that we have to address with hearing loss.
So if you've been noticing people asking you to repeat, you're asking other people to repeat, you're writing things down maybe at work, you might want to come in and get a free hearing screening and taking advantage of that today.
That's right. Everybody should have a screening done annually, especially over the age of about 50. It's good to monitor your hearing like you would your blood pressure and your vision.
Come on down. And the pastries are on. Come on down and see the location and say hi to Greg and his staff.
Love to see you.
AM 1260 KLYC, the Yam Van will be here until 10 o'clock this morning. We'll be here again today from noon to 1, and then again from 5 to 6 p.m. Now, they're going to be staying open later than usual because it's their first day here at the new location. If you haven't had a chance to come down during your busy work day, come on down after 5 and meet Greg and the staff.
We'll see you then. Come on down.
AM 1260 KLYC on location, out and about, the Yam Van on patrol. AM 1260 KLYC, Yam Van on patrol today, and we are at McMinnville Hearing Center, congratulating Greg Arnone and the staff. Beautiful new location right across from a branch of First Federal. Now, they used to be located right across the street from the corporate office of First Federal. So as we say, McMinnville Hearing Center right across from First Federal. No, it's not the old location. It's the new location, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road.
That's where we're at. Lots of parking now, much more space in our office to better serve our patients' needs.
One of the things I like about going out and talking to businesses is I learn much more about what's going on in their specific business. McMinnville Hearing Center, for example, we're looking at some study from Johns Hopkins about linking to the risk of falling. Now, older people were always worrying about mom and dad falling, and there's also the concern about dementia as people getting older. That's tied to hearing loss, isn't it?
That's correct. They are finding some links with that, and again, some recent studies from Johns Hopkins, and one, hearing loss is linked to a threefold risk of falling in seniors. Basically, what they're saying is that if a person has hearing loss that is untreated, the brain is being taxed because of the hearing loss. It takes away what that brain needs to do to help you with balance. So they're seeing some correlations with the untreated hearing loss and higher incidences of falling. Very important.
Interesting.
Secondly, Johns Hopkins, very much in the forefront of research. They also have a recent study, hearing loss and dementia linked in this last study released in 2011. And I think that's really important to get that message out, because what's happening is that when you have hearing loss, the signals that we normally hear are exercise for the brain. Now, if we have a hearing loss and we can't hear those sounds of life, the words and vocabulary, well, the brain starts to forget what those sounds are like. It starts to go into what we call phonemic regression. And they are doing studies now showing that patients with hearing loss have a higher incidence and rate of dementia and Alzheimer's than patients with better hearing. Again, the sounds of life or stimulation for the brain. If you can't hear, the brain starts to retract.
So check it out. And you know, happening this week as they're celebrating their first week here in the new location, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, free hearing screening.
Free hearing screenings. We'll evaluate to see if there is some hearing loss going on for you, and we'll also check your ears with a little video otoscope. You can see your ears and your eardrums on the screen to see if there's any wax blockage.
Really? So I can actually come into your office, you can see you can show me what the inside of my own ear looks like.
That's correct. We can go down there and take a little view, see if there's any wax or blockage or anything else that stands out. If we see something out of the ordinary, we may suggest you go see your doctor, but at least we can check to see if there's some wax.
So come on down, get it checked out, and enjoy what you're missing.
Hope to see you here.
We'll be here, again, a live broadcast from noon to 1 and 5 to 6 p.m. today. Again, want to repeat that 5 to 6 today is a longer time than you're normally open till 5, right?
Till 5 o'clock, 9 to 5. We do close from lunch between 12 and 1.
But today, another hour longer because it's the first day. We want to give you the opportunity to come on down and check it out after you get off work today. Live on location, the Yam Van on patrol. This is AM 1260 KLYC at McMinnville Hearing Center, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, right across from a branch of First Federal. AM 1260 KLYC. Once again, we are here at McMinnville Hearing Center. Grand opening today, first day in the location, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, right across from First Federal. Not the corporate location, but the First Federal here on Baker Creek Road. Come on in. Refreshments still being served. They'll be open till 6 o'clock tonight. Normally they open till 5, but they're staying open another hour just for you to come on down after work and check it out. Maybe get a free hearing screening and talk to Greg. Maybe you have some questions about a parent that's having hearing loss, or maybe you're not hearing quite as well as you used to. KLYC will be here broadcasting live during the lunch hour, noon to 1. We'll be also here from 5 to 6 p.m. The Yam Van is out and about today. Also, out and about 2014, our goal is to be out and about in the community as much as we can. This is your station, AM 1260 KLYC. AM 1260 KLYC, and we are here with Greg Arnone once again. Greg's trying to catch his breath there. It's been a busy day at McMinnville Hearing Center. A lot of people are coming in getting free hearing checks. Still have some pastries left, so make it kind of a quick stop on your lunch hour. Come in and see this new location for McMinnville Hearing Center. See the education resource area.
That's it.
I call it Greg's Museum. And it's got all kinds of, if you're interested in history like I am, there's even some of those old hearing horns from the Civil War.
That's right. We've got some of the old tin horns from way back in around the 1860s, 1880s. We have some hearing horns that came from England, little listening tubes. Some of the really first generation of hearing aids here, big tabletop type hearing aids. People complain about the size of hearing aids now. They should have seen what we had 75 years ago.
Well, let's talk about your hearing today. If you're concerned that maybe you're not hearing as well as, maybe you have to turn a TV up or the radio up a little bit louder than you used to, maybe you're having a hard time understanding people, maybe you're asking people to repeat themselves, you might want to come in and get a free hearing screening.
That's a good idea. Everybody, again, should have their hearing checked periodically. At the age of 50, we recommend once a year, monitoring your hearing just like you would with your vision, your cholesterol, and so forth. You need to know, so you can plan accordingly. If you need help, you need to consider it. If you don't, at least you know where you stand.
And we also have some door prizes we're giving away.
That's right. We have a drawing. We're having a drawing every day during this week of our open house for some gift certificates and gift cards. So everybody's eligible. You can enter each day you want to come in and visit, have a bite to eat. We've got some noshes here, some pastries, and some light sandwiches and so forth here. So everybody's invited.
And if you can't come down during the lunch hour, we're going to be here with the AM band from noon to 1, and then we'll also be here 5 to 6. Now, normally they're open until 5. Today they're staying open an hour later until 6 o'clock to give you time to come down after work, check it out, get your hearing screening, grab a bite to eat, look at our museum.
Check out our museum and resource center. There's a lot of good information here to better educate you. And if you are a hearing aid wearer, even from another location, you're welcome to come in for a free clean-in service. And we'll check the hearing aids to make sure they're working properly for you.
And come on down, get involved. AM 1260 KLYC. Greg, beautiful building. People come on down and see it.
Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you. Come on down.
AM 1260 KLYC. We're here with the Yam Band. We'd love to see you down and come down here and join us. AM 1260 KLYC. We are here at the new location of McMinnville Hearing Center, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, right across from the First Federal branch on Baker Creek Road. There's refreshments here. Come by and have some lunch, sign up for the door prizes, and get a free hearing screening. Now, this is the new location. It's more than twice as large as the previous location for McMinnville Hearing Center. It is their first day in the new location, and some of your friends and neighbors have come down here and got their hearing checked. It's a free hearing screening, so if you've been questioning, whether your hearing is as good as it should be, or maybe you need some attention, come on down and have it checked. Again, they'll be open another hour tonight. Normally they close at 5, but tonight only they'll be open till 6. KLYC will be down here broadcasting live from 5 to 6 p.m. this evening. Looking forward to seeing you then. Yam Van on patrol today. AM 1260 KLYC. This is your station. AM 1260 KLYC. Live we are here at McMinnville Hearing Center, new location. It's, from what I'm being told, it's 3 times larger than their old location. The new location, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, right across from the First Federal on Baker Creek. Come on in. Free hearing screening today and all this week. In fact, they're staying open an hour later than normal, normally closing at 5 o'clock, but today they're going to be here 5 to 6 p.m., have refreshments, door prizes are signing up. Come in, and one of the things that I find fascinating, I like history and like going to museums. And here in the corner, there's what's called an education resource center. But there's hearing. There's a 1908 hearing horn and other hearing aids and memorabilia from years past, 1930s, 1910. It's just amazing to me. So come on down, take a look at that, get your hearing checked, sign up for the free door prizes, and also have something to eat and meet the staff here at McMinnville Hearing Center. And also, while you're here, get some of your questions answered about hearing issues. Maybe you have a friend, relative, mom and dad, maybe that needs help with a hearing. Bring them on down and do a hearing screening this week. Live we are with the Yam Van. Just look for the orange Yam Van out front, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road. I'm Dave Adams, and we're broadcasting live from McMinnville Hearing Center. This is your station, AM 1260 KLYC. AM 1260 KLYC, we are here at McMinnville Hearing Center, and to tell you what, they'll be here all day today doing free hearing screenings. In fact, all this week, we're talking to Greg Arnone. Greg, new location is 3 times larger than the old office.
It is. We have so much room. We're just delighted to have this kind of capability for our patients.
It's nice for people to be able to kind of, I don't want to say stretch out, but have room to kind of wander around if they're waiting for an appointment.
That's right. There's a nice, again, we have our education and resource center at the back of our office where people can go in and pick up information in regards to hearing and hearing loss and different situations. What great little museum back there to view some of our history of hearing aids from the past. It's worth a try. Come on in, have a bite to eat, ask questions, come in for a free hearing screening or a hearing aid cleaning service.
One of the things we like to do on the radio is we do what's called Mythbusters. We try to bust some myths. What are some of the myths about hearing loss, hearing aids that are out there?
Well, one of the big myths with hearing aids is that they don't work. But that's really not true at any way we can look at it. With today's technologies, we're helping patients hear and understand better based on the hearing that they have left. We can work with them in ways that even a few years ago we were not capable. So anything that you hear about hearing aids from the past, don't prejudge. You owe it to yourself to get more current information on today's technology and science of better hearing.
So if you have questions, come on down. And again, we're going to be open another hour than usual today, 5 to 6. Come on down. We're here with the KLYC Yam Van. There's refreshments. There's door prizes. What are some of the door prizes we're giving away?
We're going to have some gift certificates for some of our local restaurants. We have some gift catalogs where a patient can go through there and select one gift out of a catalog of about 25. And we also have some gift cards for $25.
So come on down, be a part of it. We'd love to see you down here. It's 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road. It's right across from the First Federal, not the corporate office, which was the old location, but the First Federal on Baker Creek Road. 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road. Come on down, and you'll love the office. Come on down, get your questions answered. AM 1260 KLYC, the Yam Van on patrol. AM 1260 KLYC, we are here once again for our third and final broadcast of the day. It's the first big day of the move for McMinnville Hearing Center. They're located here on the new location, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, right across from First Federal. Now, we're going to be here until 6 o'clock tonight. Normally they close at 5, but they're staying open for another hour. So come on in and see the new office. And I believe we still have some goodies here to eat. Yes, there's some goodies to eat. So you make kind of a snack of it on the way home. Get your hearing checked and say hi to Greg and the staff here at McMinnville Hearing Center. And don't forget to get your hearing checked. Free of charge. We'll be here till 6 o'clock tonight. Look for the orange Yam Van out front. AM 1260 KLYC. AM 1260 KLYC, and you know what? It's been such a fun day here at McMinnville Hearing Center. We're going to stay here for another hour. Normally they close at 5, but tonight, just for you, they're going to stay open until 6 o'clock. Greg, thank you for doing that.
Our pleasure. It's been a real good day. Been very busy. Lots of new folks coming in and saying hi. We invite you to come on down, get the facts, get a hearing screening, and ask some questions and become better informed about your hearing.
Now, the hearing screening is free, so if you're wondering, boy, I just don't feel like I'm hearing like I used to, come on down, get it checked.
You bet. No, there's no charge for that. It's about a 15-minute screening. We'll test some pure tones. You'll hear some beeping tones, and depending on how well you hear those beeps, will determine how well you're hearing in general.
And we do have some refreshments. I haven't eaten everything yet, so we've still got plenty of food down here for you to eat and enjoy. Have a little snack before you get home, so you're not going to starve.
That's right. There's still some, we have some sandwiches and some pastries, some nice things, fresh cups of coffee, so come on down. It's all here for you.
Now, we're located at 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road. It's right across from First Federal. Now, it's kind of funny because McMinnville Hearing Center used to be across from the corporate offices of First Federal, so the new location is still across from First Federal on just a different part of town.
That's right. We feel it's great to be across from First Federal again. They've always been a good neighbor for us.
It's always nice to be close to the bank.
That helps, too.
So come on down. We'll be here until 6 o'clock tonight. Free hearing screening. If you have questions, we're here to answer, and we'll be here until 6 o'clock. Watch for the Yam Van out front right here on Northeast Baker Creek Road, the address 325. The Yam Van is out, and we're waiting for you. AM 1260 KLYC. We're going to be here till 6 o'clock tonight. We are here at McMinnville Hearing Center, new location 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, right across from First Federal, the branch, not the corporate office. It's a beautiful office here for Greg Arnone and his staff at McMinnville Hearing Center. If you've got some hearing questions, maybe you don't hear as well as you used to, maybe you're asking people to repeat themselves, come in for a hearing check.
That's right. And if you know somebody, family member or a loved one, a friend that's struggling with their hearing, it's okay to come in and get some information. It doesn't cost anything, but you could walk out with a lot of good information to just guide you better for your decisions on your hearing.
And if you're hungry, we still have some refreshments here. We still have some goodies to eat. And we have door prizes we're giving away.
We do. We're going to have some drawings for gift certificates and gift cards, so everybody that comes in is able to enter the drawing, and we're going to have a drawing each day this week. So if you don't make it tonight, come on in tomorrow or the rest of the week.
And what are your normal hours?
Normal hours are from 9 to 5. We do close for lunch between 12 and 1.
So come on down. We'll be here tonight till 6. Normally they're open only till 5, but just for you, we'll be open till 6 o'clock tonight.
Come on down. We're here for you.
Watch for the orange Yam Van. We're here at McMinnville Hearing Center, their new location. It's 3 times larger than the old one.
Much more room, plenty of parking. We love it.
And I tell you what, you've got to come down here, even if you just look at the Education Resource Center is what Greg calls it. I call it the museum because it's amazing. I love antiques and I love old things like that, and you've got to come in and look at those. They're very interesting.
Yes, we've got quite a collection of old antique vintage hearing aids and audiometers and different things to do with hearing, so it's a lot of fun. You're welcome to come down and take a look.
AM 1260 KLYC, look for the Yam Van. We'll be here till 6 o'clock tonight. Out and about, the Yam Van on patrol. AM 1260 KLYC, and we'll be here until 6 o'clock tonight at the new location of McMinnville Hearing Center, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, right across from the street from First Federal here on Baker Creek Road. Now, Greg used to be located next to the corporate office of First Federal. Now he's over here on Baker Creek Road. This office gives him 3 times the space that he had before. Still have some refreshments left. No, I haven't eaten them all yet and left some for you. Sign up for door prizes and get a free hearing check. You know, you have nothing to lose, everything to gain. If you've got some questions, some issues with your hearing, come on down and get it checked out. They're going to be doing that all this week at their new location, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road in McMinnville. It's McMinnville Hearing Center. And as I've been talking about all day today, you got to check out this corner of the office where they have hearing aids clear back into 1908. There's an earring horn, and there's hearing aids from 1910 and 1930. Very amazing. If you're like me and you like antiques and old things, then you'll like to check it out. So that's one thing to check out here in McMinnville Hearing Center, 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road. Tell them you heard about it on AM 1260 KLYC. AM 1260 KLYC, and well, that's going to about sew a button on it for the first big day of McMinnville Hearing Center in their new location. It's 3 times larger than the other one, located at 325 Northeast Baker Creek Road, right across from the Baker Creek Road outlet of First Federal. Greg, beautiful office.
Thank you very much. We're real proud of it. It's been a great move for us. We're just wanting to share the excitement with the community.
So what specials are you running this week? People can come in all week for free hearing checks?
You bet. Well, we always offer free hearing screenings to the community. It's just our way of saying, come on in, get some information. The screenings are at no charge, along with the consultation. We'll also check your ears for earwax. If you own hearing aids, we'll take some time to clean and service them, make sure they're working properly.
And what is this new bigger office? This is quite a bit bigger than the old office. This is 3 times larger. This has got to be helpful to you and your staff.
It's wonderful to spread out a little bit here. We're able to offer more rooms for treatment for our patients. We have our resource and education room in the other side of our office for training purposes. And we're excited that we have a large parking lot to accommodate everybody coming in.
What's your phone number?
503-472-5554.
So if you have any questions about hearing difficulties, maybe you have relatives, mom or dad, or maybe yourself, that you have some questions, come in and talk to Greg. If you need some help, I would strongly recommend you come in and talk to Mr. Greg Arnone, McMinnville Hearing Center. Greg, it's been a pleasure to talk to you today.
Same here. Thank you very much.
AM 1260 KLYC. Now, tomorrow morning on the Morning Patrol, my wife and I are going to be at Cindy's Gym. Megan Cioli bought this gym, Cindy's Gym, on New Year's Eve. She's going to be talking about that. She's excited about the future. And my wife and her are going to be talking about, now the Cindy's Gym is a woman's gym. So Norma is going to be talking a lot about what it's like to be a woman in her 50s and dealing with issues about getting in shape. Listen tomorrow morning. AM 1260 KLYC.